Will MLB ever stop pitchers from cheating? On the 19th of April 2023, Max Scherzer of the New York Mets was caught cheating and suspended for 10 games. The following month, Domingo Germán of the Yankees was also caught cheating and suspended. The MLB has had several controversial moments due to pitchers violating the league's policies on grip-enhancing substances. But is this something that they will ever be able to stop? For a talented player like Max Scherzer, who is well decorated as an MLB champion and 8-time All-Star, it is hard to believe he would ever want to cheat. Even the best players have done a thing or two to enhance their talents. The likes of Alex Rodriguez, George Brett, and Roger Clemens all come to mind. But why has this been the case? Maybe we can understand better if we travel back in history a little. Since MLB's first professional team started in 1869, the game has been known for its integrity. But to maintain its virtue, several rules were established and new ones continue to evolve as players look for illegal ways to get ahead. Cheating has had a long history in the MLB, from doctoring baseballs, stealing signs, even corking bats, to using performance-enhancing drugs. And now, the trick that's been in the headlines more often than not is pitchers using sticky stuff. One of the earliest cases of pitchers cheating with foreign substances occurred on the 3rd of August 1987 when Joe Niekro, aka the knuckleballer, was caught using sandpaper to scuff up a ball. When the umpires checked the ball he was using, they felt something strange. They checked his glove and hat but couldn't find anything. Then they asked him to empty his pockets. And in the process of doing so, he tried to secretly discard the paper when everyone in the world saw it. He was ejected and suspended for 10 games for his crimes. During the last few years, MLB has made several attempts to stop pitchers from using foreign substances, such as spider tack and pine tar. But pitchers continue to find sneaky ways to use something for extra grip on the ball. These foreign substances give them extra spin and better movement on their breaking balls, which deceives batters into seeing and hitting the ball. Spider tack is a chemical substance that is mostly used by athletes who are involved in bodybuilding, wheelchair rugby, and wheelchair racing, but certainly not legal for baseball players. Back then, it used to be something as simple as the saliva, which was popularly known as spitballs. Then there was the use of Vaseline, and even sweat. So if this has always been illegal, how come players get away with it more often than not? Well, the truth is, MLB wasn't always serious about penalizing pitchers who cheat, because brand new baseballs are always slippery. The MLB created a solution by using a special rubbing mud from New Jersey to allow pitchers to get a better grip on the ball. MLB specifies that all baseballs used in games must be mudded 30 minutes before they are used, after being sat in a humidor for at least 2 weeks. By calculation, every single ball now has to have the same mud-to-water ratio. Before they are stacked, the mudded balls must be cleaned with a damp cloth and then dried before they are put inside their bags. This is done to reduce the slickness of the baseballs. MLB does allow the use of rosin, a sticky substance obtained from the sap of fir trees. All other substances are prohibited per the playing rules that clearly state players cannot be in possession of and/or apply a foreign substance of any kind to the ball. Players may not intentionally combine rosin with other substances to create additional tackiness and will risk ejection and suspension. Pitchers have even been advised not to apply sunscreen during night games after the sun has gone down or when playing in stadiums with closed roofs. Teams also have to submit the rosin bag along with game balls to be reviewed by the umpires before the start of each game. The rule seems pretty clear, but, of course, pitchers still look for ways to get ahead. In 2021, MLB decided to crack down on pitchers using foreign substances due to noticeably higher strikeouts and low hitting streaks. A good pitcher normally throws a curveball at 85 miles per hour with a spin rate of 2,400 RPMs. While his fingers can exert a friction force of about 20 pounds on the ball. So if there is an increase in the spin rate, it raises suspicion of sticky substances. Implementation of the new rule began on June 15, 2021, including regular checks of all pitchers, regardless of whether an opposing club's manager makes a request. The crackdown brought the spin rates of pitchers down during the year it was enforced. Once things started to go back to normal, MLB knew they had to tweak the rules again. Pitchers and teams got used to the routine inspection and were able to avoid getting caught. But now, there's no telling when an umpire will check for foreign substances, which have proven to be more effective. Many pitchers have started complaining that without a foreign substance, they can't get a good grip on the ball, and this would bounce back unfairly against them, leading to more hits for batters. But the MLB has been steadfast with their decision, and some players have been used as scapegoats to warn other pitchers they are serious. Mariners pitcher Hector Santiago became the first player to be ejected for a foreign substance violation since the MLB cracked down on foreign substances. In 2021, he was inspected during a game against the White Sox and found to have a sticky substance in his glove, resulting in an ejection and a 10-game suspension. And then, only a few days later, Nationals pitcher Max Scherzer was caught in the act of cheating during a game against the Phillies. When Santiago took his inspection and subsequent ejection like a champ, Scherzer made headlines with his reaction. When Max Scherzer was checked for the first time at the request of Phillies coach Joe Girardi, he was not happy. On the third inspection, Scherzer threw off his hat and glove, then began removing his belt and pants in the middle of the field just to show he was clean. After being ejected, Scherzer descended into the dugout and turned around to mock Girardi by showing him his hands. Scherzer's teammates also joined in the mockery, and Girardi was irate and ended up being ejected himself. Nevertheless, as the war against pitchers cheating with foreign substances continues, things are becoming more heated. The MLB announced prior to the 2023 season that the checks will be more aggressive, frequent, and random. We all know it simply comes down to the MLB not wanting the ball too sticky, which leads to more spin and movement, causing more walks, hits, and less action in the game. Do you agree with the new MLB pitcher crackdown on foreign substances? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos.